Not only have his statements done terrible damage to the reputation of the company and indeed our province, it is also common knowledge that this CEO is in a very serious conflict of interest with respect to his shareholdings in other public companies. I think it would be fair and reasonable that any potential conflict be disclosed, including the full value of his own personal interests in those companies. For the people's protection and indeed for his own, only full disclosure is acceptable, especially when he seems so intent on tearing down Muskrat Falls with his own words. So Muskrat Falls, over budget? Yeah. Over schedule? Yeah. Ideal? No. But that's the very nature of mega projects. By comparison, is the Hebron project over budget? Yes, it is. Was Valley Inco over budget? Yes, by nearly 3 times its budget, in fact. Are other hydro projects in Canada over budget? Yes, and significantly so. One reporter, by the way, says that I am conspicuously absent in addressing my legacy. Well, he need not worry anymore, because here I am. I know that history will prove the value of Muskrat Falls and its worth. Hydro-Quebec and Emera's keen interest certainly isn't because it's a loser project. What we must also remember, and the critics selectively choose to ignore, is that we need the power that Muskrat Falls will produce, and we'll need it in the future, as Holyrood is producing dirty oil energy and is quickly coming to the end of its useful life cycle. My personal motto has always been, if we don't anticipate the future, then we won't be part of it. And that's exactly what we're doing. We're thinking out. We're thinking ahead. It's hard to believe that we are panicking over an overrun that pales in comparison to the big picture, provincially and nationally. Not to mention, we're playing right into the hands of Hydro-Quebec. The bottom line is that this project is driving the economy. It's providing badly needed power for the future. It's creating thousands of jobs, up to 6,000 at peak employment. It's building a valuable renewable asset that will be worth tens of billions of dollars to this province. It's reducing our dependence on Hydro-Quebec, and it's interconnecting us to the North American grid, which ideally positions us for the return of the Upper Churchill in 2041. Otherwise, what are we going to do, transport this electricity in the back of a truck? I mean, really, seriously, think about it. Now our critics. Critics say costs have increased to $11.4 billion, including interest, from the original $6.2 billion. The correct comparison to the $6.2 billion figure is actually 9.3. One of the most misleading portrayals is with respect to rates. Critics claim rates are going to double from approximately 11 cents, round figures, per kilowatt hour, to 21 cents, round figures, per kilowatt hour. Again, they refuse to be honest and admit that those rates were originally estimated to go above 15 cents anyway. The real rate increase that's due to Muskrat Falls overruns, and those are real, is about 3 to 4 cents. So the question that has to be asked, can we reduce that rate increase, which is due to Muskrat Falls overruns? The answer is a resounding yes. Nalcor and or the provincial government can reduce rates and erase the Muskrat Falls overrun cost. They could eliminate the built-in return on equity of 8.4, which is there for the province. The province gets 8.4% on its equity in that project. Eliminate it. Gone. They could also lengthen the payback period on the debt, or simply use Nalcor profits, overall profits, which are going to be substantial, and I'll speak about that, to eliminate rate increases. All those necessary safeguards were there when I was Premier, and they remain there today to be easily utilized, and they should be. As Nalcor profits, those are the profits that belong to us as the shareholders. They can go wherever we want, and if we want them to reduce electricity rates, absolutely.